who taught you, what books you need to read, how to build a 6-7-figure business. For those of you who really want to grow up, you can build 8 and 9. How to live a wealth cycle versus a lifestyle cycle. How to be like the wealthy and live like successful people. We talked about who taught you about money. We've talked about the books you need to read. We've talked about a 6- and 7-figure business. Now let's go back to the other topic. How do you break this cycle? See, what I figured out early in coaching a lot of people while I was still at the Kiyosaki camp and the Rich Dad Poor Dad team is that people live their pattern, and all marketers market on what can you afford per month. How many of you live in the can I afford it per month thinking? Like that's your psychology. Like that doesn't occur to millionaires, whether you can afford it. We can afford anything we want. We just have to go make the money to have it. And see, just that statement freaks a lot of you out because you're like, oh, I don't know how to make the money. Well, then get to the marketplace and crack the code. Because when you learn to be an entrepreneurial success and you learn to make money and you learn a system and you get a good team, 6 and 7, 8 figures is not that difficult. A lot of you struggle because you don't take a chance on yourself, or you've already had this, what I call the saboteur program in your system. You've attempted a lot of things. You've paid some interesting coaches and mentors and nothing's happened. So you feel like you're a failure. You've attempted a whole bunch of businesses, but you didn't go for it. You didn't invest. You didn't get funding. You didn't do the credit, the debts. You didn't do all that right. So then you failed. So now you have this self-fulfilling saboteur going, I'm a failure. I've tried, I'm 40, 50 years old. I've tried all these things and I haven't been able to do it. Why would your stuff be different? Because we're the implementers. We're going to actually do a lot for you because you don't know what to do. You get busy making money. You stay on your jam, you do on the thing you love, and we'll help you. But you got to break this pattern. So most people are on the make, spend. Their whole life is make, spend, and can I afford it? And notice, if you go in and buy a car, well, what could you afford on your monthly payment? If you go into a mortgage to go buy a house, what can you afford on your monthly payment? If you go rent something, what can you afford? Who lives like that? That's odd. But think about it. 99% live like that, so that's why all the marketing appeals to them. Heck, right now, you go down and get an appliance, you get 0% financing for so long, and you could get your little, because all you can afford is $50 a month to get a refrigerator. Really? Go make some money and buy the damn refrigerator. I don't get this whole psychology you choose to stay in, because I'm giving you a huge open door, a YouTube channel, a podcast, a team to access to break this cycle. That lifestyle cycle will keep you broke forever, and you will not have generational wealth. So again, our Generational Wealth Conference is about breaking the cycle. Most generations live 2.3 years with money. So I'm going to break a huge pattern of generational wealth. I intend to have my kids inherit, but then they are under huge, I should say, guidelines, restrictions on what they need to do to make sure that their kids are educated, and then their kids are educated. They're all going to get this. Great-great-grandma one day would have wrote all these books to get this kids in this legacy moving. It's serious stuff, and they're serious strategies. We want to help you put it together in a way that makes sense for you. We'll do some of it. I'll send you to the lawyers and to the financial planners and all the people you're going to need that are licensed, and I'm just going to be your educator helping you glue it together and help you understand it. I always call what I do CFS, common frickin' sense, right? So how do you do a wealth cycle? A wealth cycle is all the money you make, and you want to start this pattern. You've heard of it, but you haven't done it. Is when you make money, you've got to put percent away. I don't care if you start with 5%, 10%, $50. I tell all my student athletes, put money away. And why I like a Roth for younger folks and even older folks is you can't access it till you're over in your 60s. So it puts it away and it parks at least, if you did $500 a month, most of your life, you'll be a millionaire in just that one move. Just fund the Roth, invest like crazy. I love investing. I use, and a lot of my clients use our Roths, because they're tax-free, tax-deferred growth, for cryptocurrency. Why not? I bought some Bitcoin at 4,000 and 9,000 when it went up to the 64,000. All that was tax-free growth. So you can do that in real estate. You can do that in businesses. There's all sorts of cool ways that you can use your Roth IRA. But the point of a wealth cycle is as you make it, you invest. You invest. You got to get in that habit. So I teach my kids that. I've taught my kids that all the time. And it's not a savings account or for a rainy day. That's just ridiculous. That means nothing. You put it in the right account. So I'm going to put in the chat right now our iFlip link. So I have an iFlip link. A lot of us we use that as our wealth account, not a savings account. So a wealth account is money that you're going to put away so you accumulate enough, then you can actually use it for real estate. You could use it to go buy another business. You could go invest back in your business and go buy some better marketing, better systems. So make invest is a wealth cycle pattern, right? So think about it. It's income to assets, invested well, assets come back into new passive income, and then around and around you go. Income, assets, income, assets. Write that on a board, glue it in your head, stick it in your DNA so you understand it, and stop. Atrophy your lifestyle cycle. So a few ways to atrophy your lifestyle cycle is just don't talk about your debt. Again, go back to 194. These should be like right by, until you have your plan set up, these books should be right by you, organizing. Go to page 194. How do you get out of your bad debt, your consumer debt, in a very strategic way while building a wealth cycle? These all go together. They're very different topics, but you'll see the sequence of them. If you need to hear them on audio, we have them on audio. I had a very dear friend and colleague of mine, Martha, do all my audiobooks of these 3 millionaire makers. So they're all available. Go to shopintegratedwealthsystems.com. Go grab the audio if you don't have it over there. Those of you who need to bring this generational wealth and money conversation in your home, I got to do a little commercial break. If you don't have it, well, if you have it, open it. What a novel concept. And then bring it to the Gen W conference, October 26, 27, 28, and I will autograph it and write my little name in there for you. And this is the guide from 0 to now, Logan will be 23 in a few weeks, on what we did. Kyle did an amazing job. McGraw-Hill's helped us. They're a publisher. But here's the age-specific guides. So chapter 4, what do you do from birth to 5? What do you do from 6 to 8? What do you do 9 to 11? What do you do 12 to 15? What do you do 16 and 17 and 18 and beyond? You don't hand a credit card to a kid at 18 years old. You should have been doing that, in my mind, 12 to 15, and how to do proper credit card use. So make sure you go get this, makeyourkidsmillionaires.com. If you didn't get all the bonuses or you happen to buy it on Amazon, send us in the receipt to our office. We'll put the email link in below, and send us your receipt. We'll send you the bonuses so then we can get you engaged in our conversation about money. While you get the Millionaire Maker, right? The Make Your Kids Millionaires book, where you're going to be followed up with a few emails to go get the rest of my books, and more importantly, this big heavy thing, it's about 8 pounds, called the Millionaire Maker Game. Now, the way you get the game in your life is and you haven't done a lot of money conversations, go all the way back to the beginning, start with Monopoly, then get cash flow, or Sharon's game, Thrive Time, which is a little more in the debt category, more conservative, and then the big one. So put it around your kitchen table. Your kids don't have weird money habits, so they'll probably kick your rear. They'll be millionaires faster. It's fascinating. But just start, like, what are you learning? What are you doing? And just start the conversation about money. So between all of these resources, it's really up to you. Like, commit a little bit of time every day, 10 minutes to my YouTube channel. Commit maybe an hour a week just to have a money meeting in your family to talk about money. It's all up to you. It's very easy to do. It's just very different than you've been taught. And you got to stop looking around this lovely place called the internet, the bathroom wall. Once you find a lane, like I'm going to get you in a Millionaire Maker lane, like the Rich Dad Poor Dad lane, like we're a philosophy about money and success. You got to stay in our lane. You can't bounce back over here and listen to Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey. They're not promising you successful millionaires. I am. Right? They're going to help you get your foundation. If you're a total disaster, you should probably go get fixed up over there. I can fix you up on our side, but we're going to go really fast. And actually, what I'm going to do first is get you making money. Every 3 weeks, September 1st and 2nd is our next one coming up. We have what's called the Millionaire Intensive. I teach for 2 hours. We talk about databases, because I beat that drum heavily, because that's how you can make money. And then we talk about your funnel, pricing, and how to make money. We put you in a marketplace, and away you go. You're out making money, all of you. So click on the link, go get registered. If you can't come September 1, come for as long as you can. Come back then on September 22nd. Every 3 weeks we're doing this. So if I was you, note to self, we at least put minimum 40, sometimes 50, we have up to 100. So I'd say well in the 50 to 70 range every 3 weeks. So why wouldn't you come? And I encourage you to get a database and get some free leads of people in this conversation. Like, I don't get it. Like, a lot of you visit the marketplace and you don't get it. You don't get, oh, I need to make some money. Well, you're not making any money because you don't have a lead, you don't have a database, you have nothing to sell to anybody. So we're going to put all that together. So I'm giving you tons of free gifts for being here. If you've already been out here for a while and you're in the big table and you've been a client for a while and you're not successful, you need to revisit what you're not doing, because there's too many people that are very, very successful doing the exact same thing. There's just something off in the sequence, or here, how you're thinking about money. Now, I did this cool program called Expression of Your Power with Bob Proctor. which now I'm going to call it a classic because of his passing. And it's a 12-step process on how to change your thinking about money. But I can tell you what's going to change your thinking about money faster than anything else. Put some in your pocket. Make some money. Making money shifts you very quickly because now you've proved to yourself you can do it. That's why I start with the marketplace. I want you to make $10, $20,000. Like, I want you to be like shocked at yourself, like, oh my gosh, I can do it. Because then you'll keep walking forward. We've got to get that hurdle of, I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to make money, and I can't afford it. All that crap's got to get deleted. We have to delete it. We have to defrag your brain, get that out of your brain, and atrophy those muscles while we grow your money muscles. Go earn $30,000 to pay off your debt in a very strategic way. Like, do not burn your principal. I don't know how many people quit a job or have a little nest egg or get a bunch of inheritance and they just blow it.